It may seem like you could never get out of your situation, never accomplish that dream. You don't know what God is up to. You don't know what's already en route. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. It's not going to take as long as it looks. God is going before you, making crooked places straight. If you could see what He has coming, how He's going to turn the trouble around, restore what you've lost, thrust you to a new level, you wouldn't be discouraged. You wouldn't complain. You would thank Him for His goodness. It may look complicated, may seem stressful. You don't see how the odds are against you. You could live worried. You have to keep reminding yourself it's going to be easier than you think. God is in control. He's fighting your battles. His plans for you are for good. He's bigger than the sickness, greater than the trouble, more powerful than what's trying to stop you.
The level of battle you face is an indication of the level of blessings that you stand to receive.
We've all been through disappointments and setbacks. Life happens. But instead of remembering the hurt, the pain, what didn't work out, the key to reaching your destiny is you have to remember your dream.
The idea that for us to grow, we have to leave our old self behind. This is how it goes. I'll be prepared for tomorrow. But knowing that we have everything we need to make the transition, this losses become lessons, that failures become the data points and mistakes become which becomes our clarity.
Whatever position you find yourself in today, we put ourselves there by a series of thoughts and actions. Thoughts turn into things. That's very important to know.
We are going to make it or break it based on whether we can provide products to higher education and services and relationships to higher education that no one else provides. And I think we ought to spend 100% of our time thinking about that. And if we can't do that, then we ought to go broke.
If you have a constant association of people who can better your life and better your lifestyle, you can't believe the progress that you can make. Mr. Shoaff shared with me when I first met him when I was 25 years old. He said, "Jim, to do better, you've got to get around the right people." I have a good phrase for you. Never mistake the power of influence.
You will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it and you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you? Raise your hand. Has it ever happened to you that I couldn't understand it then? But after I got through it, then I saw that was preparing me for bigger and better things.
Every victorious person has felt it, the urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But don't you quit.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up.
We tend to place too much value on to know the things we understand the cyclical nature of a day-to-day that is as much as life can be predictable and determine characteristics that are actually antithetical to growth. One could make an argument that in this incredible day and age of information our need and ability to know often comes at the expense of true transformation. Nothing so powerful as that.
You may have big dreams, but nobody is noticing you. Don't get discouraged. It's because God has you hidden. You are in a time of preparation. God is getting you ready for what He has in store. You will come into a time where God causes you to be seen. Just as God hid you, He will bring you out into the open and cause you to go where you couldn't go on your own. When God brings you out, He will catapult you forward.
It's for people that are trying to hop their way back home come hell or high water, doing the best they can with what they got. That's who we are, doing the best we can with what we got. And we may not break any ribbons and we may not get any trophies, but if we can learn how to hang on in there, we'll be all right. I will not lie to you, I feel like going on. But I have seen days I did not want to get out of bed, didn't want to put on clothes, and didn't even feel like brushing my teeth. I've seen days so dark that I just want to keep driving, and I didn't even care where I ended up or what you called me. They came, and they passed. And they came to pass.
You give up. You stop and ask yourself the question, does this fit who I am? And this message is all about, listen, it's all about keeping on. And that is to have the courage to keep on keeping on. And if you will listen carefully and apply these points that I'm going to lay out before you, you don't have to give up and quit. There is an answer and a solution to what God wants to do in your life at this point, no matter what it is.
You have been robbed of your destiny. If he gets you to never follow your dream, he robs you of your destiny. When you have thoughts that are negative, that's not God. That's Satan. You got to get focused, man. You got to understand that this hard time that you're going through prepares you for the life God has for you. All the hard times, everything you ever thought you would not make it through, you got past it. Now, if you're currently going through something right now, guess what? You're going to get past that too.
So don't be lazy now in acquiring life experience, translated to consciousness, translated to ideas, put in your journal, put in your heart, put in your soul. Getting it is vitally important.
I believe that the price for a full life is mistakes. Mistakes are the price for a full life that you have to pay if you learn from them. I believe that hell wants to maim you and mock you with your mistakes.
When it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion.
University of experience, of life. The idea of the thinker and the doer. The thinker that absorbs and contemplates weighs one option versus another and another, exhausting time sufficient for the doer to fall on her face twice, pick up the pieces to make necessary changes and be on their way. Please do watch our other motivational videos on the screen now. See you in the next videos.
Life ain't luck, man. This is what life is. Life is hard work, life is faith, and life is grace. You just keep the faith and work really hard and then ask God for as much grace as he can give you. Grace is God's unmerited favor. He gives you stuff you don't deserve. That's what you want out of life. You want God to do something for you that you just don't deserve it. That's what it is. Somebody was playing golf with a guy that owns Mayo Clinic one time. He told me, he said, justice is when you get what you deserve. Mercy is when you don't get what you deserve. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. And you hear old people say, all I want is a little more grace. I just want some grace. I want God to give me a house that I don't really deserve. I want him to give me a lifestyle I don't really deserve. See, that's the problem with people. They think they deserve something. No, you don't. I work really hard. Everybody work hard. You just need some grace, man. You need God to just give you something that ain't on the vision board. You just need God to give you something that you didn't even ask for. That's when life get real special for you. All I want is a little more grace. Like I got a vision board, right? But I ask God that his will be done in my life. Because what I can want, it can never compare to what God can give. You see what I'm saying? So you can want all you want, but if you line up with the will of God, what God has planned for you is way better than anything you could ever plan. You set your goals and your aspirations, but then you leave the open end to your thy will be done on earth as it is in, it's the Lord's Prayer. Man, it's not, you know, when your mama teach it to you as a little kid, it's like really the dopest prayer, man. Give us this day our daily bread. Don't ask for nothing else. Quit worrying about tomorrow. Just help me make decision for today that let me live the best day. When you worry about tomorrow, you're off into something you have no say-so in. You have no control. So why would you worry? By worrying does not add a single hour to a day. Not 1 hour. So what you got to ask God for is your daily bread. Just for today. You'd be amazed what would happen to you if you quit tripping about tomorrow. Just today. Today is plenty. Today is so adequate. That's why he gives us 24 hours and he breaks it up into day and night. You know why? Because he knows 24 is too much. So he lets you stay up during the daytime, let you go to bed at night so you can recover. You think I'm lying? Stay up 24 hours, see what happens. Just stay up 24 hours and see what happens. You ain't gonna believe it's too much. That's a real, you know, people they write books about success. And people kill me when they write about success, but they don't tell people about God. If you're trying to be successful without God, you ain't gonna make it. You can try, but you're not gonna make it. You might make it a little way, but you can't stay there. It's not sustainable. You have to have faith, man. And I was talking the other day, and a lady not this year, but a lady in the crowd said, I don't believe in God. Okay, well, I didn't know you was coming, so I'm just talking to the other people in here who get it. You know, if you're an atheist, I don't care. That don't bother me. So they told me, well, as a Christian, it's your job to convert. I'm not into conversion bit. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's COVID. This is the first time that the entire world has had the exact same problem. I mean, we just have to deal with it. You know, it's not just happening for Americans. It's not just happening for the poor. Rich people catch it. You understand? This can attack anybody. So it's something we all got to pay attention to. A lot of people are looking at this the wrong way. There is a blessing in everything. Behind every moment of adversity in your life, it's not going to change for you. It's COVID for everybody. It's ain't just you. Your world 42 ain't finna crumble because you got to change your career. You have to change your career. You just said it in the question. Maybe it was time for you to move on. Somebody sent me a plaque one day that said, don't worry about the people that God has removed from your life. He saw things you didn't see. He heard conversations you couldn't hear. And he made moves you wouldn't make. Oh, this door closed, my business closed, my job closed. When a door gets shut, all you got to do is walk up the hall. It's more doors. This is God. Could it be that all he wants you to do is go, wow, it's been great, been some years. Walk up the hall. Of wonderful things happen. God is a merciful God. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He didn't set you up to fail. You're tripping. You're tripping, man. He only wants to progress his children. That's all he wants to do. Even if you're wrong, he forgives us. Just keep moving, man. It ain't nothing. This thing right here, really, man, you got to look. So many good things have happened to me. Now, look, I've had some painful moments in this like you. But, hey, I look for the bright side, man. I expect something good to happen. I'm back at work. I don't know what he was doing, but he done made a move for me because I ask him to all the time. And then I just sit in expectation to wait and see what he got for me because he got something for me. I ain't ever had it this good. This is the best my life ever been. You gotta be nuts. Man, you wouldn't want to be 25 again? Are you kidding me? The 25-year-old dude that was me? I'm so glad that idiot is gone. I got it figured out. I ain't even worried. 2020 was a rough year. Another kid said, 2020, man, it's got to be the roughest year of our lives. I got news for you. This ain't even close. This ain't even close to the roughest year of my life, partner. I got some years. He said, you've had a worse year than this? Then he started naming all the stuff. Kobe Bryant died. Hold up, dog, my mama died. You was hurt when Kobe died. Dog, my mama left this earth. I like Kobe. We was boys. It was huge. But that wasn't bigger than my mama dying, though. Shit, let me tell you something, boy. I thought they was going to have to take me up out of here, boy, when that girl left. Because I was mad. Doctor said, I don't think your mother's going to make it. I said, well, cool. You ain't either. That's the dude I was at 40. My mama ain't going to make it. I tell you what. Why you in here talking to me? You better get in there and get to doing something. Because if she don't make it, you ain't either. And me and my brothers was dead serious. They was dead serious. We gonna kill him. Our stupid ass went, yeah, I ain't gonna kill him. What you gonna kill him for? That's a crazy conversation, man.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em nơi quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không còn mơ em anh nhạt màu. Em chỉ cần mơ đâu em bay. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá cho bên mơ em không mơ anh. Anh một đêm mơ chỉ cần bên em không là cơn nhớ và trôi không còn nhớ và người ta bên nhau như ngã tơ. Muốn nhớ về say em chỉ còn với em ở đây và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mơ mày. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu không em như mà ngân màu. Anh như đêm mong cầu và mưa bên em ngô sầu. Chắc có mà mai mà mơ chỉ có bên em nhưng đừng khó mơ. Mà đang dài em một bên ai anh không mong gì hơn chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau mà đừng em đâu anh có em một đêm bên anh có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu ôm anh cứ nữa mà ngâu và em chỉ nằm đâu. Anh không muốn em ở đâu đâu một cơn nắng thứ anh không mơ cầu mà gặp đôi anh mà bên nhờ anh chỉ là my friend. Em quên đi bao lời hứa quên đi cả những ngày xưa. Anh như là muốn nhớ em không một chưa mà đưa đêm ở đêm anh như một đôi bằng kem không như là ba trên thêm cho em nhiều hơn như là kem. Chỉ cần là mưa thôi em chỉ cần là mưa thôi còn ai sẽ là nắng rồi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi cho anh ngược êm trôi cho anh được ôm em khi trời nắng và ôm em khi trời mưa và có anh có mặt trời. Em như là cuộc đời có được nhau là gặp thời không cần mưa để mất lời. Anh muốn em mau về đây để cơn mưa ngừng trôi. Anh muốn em là cuộc đời trong mưa mời bao còn bao nhiêu sự trên đời anh chỉ mong muốn có em bên người một đêm mơ mơ chỉ cần mơ say em nên làm con tim mưa sầu đừng làm con tim để âu đầu yêu em chẳng em mà mong cầu chỉ muốn có em ở trong đầu anh không.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.